New year, new me. You know what rhymes with that? Sniper EFI. Well, maybe it doesn't. I'm not really good with numbers. But anyways, let's get serious, guys. Today we're going to start installing the Sniper EFI system in the Rambler. I did get a little ahead of myself. Not really, but I did go ahead and I put the temperature sender in here. One of the weird things with that sender and the Rambler is I scraped by here. The sensor that came with the Holley, the only sensor that they have, I emailed them and asked, the only sensors that they have to fit this system are 3/8 inch pipe thread. The one in the Rambler is a quarter of an inch pipe thread. So I just use an adapter. That means the probe isn't going to be directly in the flow of the coolant. So we're going to see how that works. I would think that the temperature of the water around it will be hot enough to make it work anyways, but we'll see. So I have everything laid out here. I have the throttle body and the fake EFI carb thing. So this is a really nice piece. I don't know if you guys saw this in my earlier videos, but it's just a really pretty piece. It does look like it was maybe a test one. I did get a better price on this because it was refurbished, but if you look at everything else, it's all brand new. I just took all this stuff out of the paper, out of the plastics. Here's the O2 housing. Here's the O2 sensor. That one looks like it had some, I don't know, it looked like it had been used, so that's the only thing that looked like it had been used. All the wiring's new. Here's our little computer. I was going to look to see if I can get a larger screen for this because it's kind of small. But yeah, I haven't looked yet. So we have some more stuff under the Rambler under here within my massive mess. If we also look over here, I do have another valley cover. Let's head back to the front real quick. One thing that I ran into was when I was putting this motor together, the valley cover uses two little, I don't know if you can see them, there's a little nut down in there. So it uses those two nuts and then it has a gasket, but those nuts are only supposed to be hand tight. I didn't really read that far forward, and I torqued the shit out of them. So it warped that plate and it's been leaking oil since I put it together. It's not a whole lot, but you do see smoke every once in a while. And I don't want that to get worse and cause a fire. So we're going to fix that while we're doing this. So today what we're going to start with, today I'm probably only going to rip the carb off, but this video will continue into other days. I'm going to take I'm going to go all the way down to the valley cover basically. And we're going to take a look at the cam, make sure everything looks good in there because you can kind of see it. And we'll put it all back together. We're not going to put the new intake on yet, but we'll get that all together. We'll get the exhaust prepped for the O2. We'll get the fuel pump and everything in there, and we'll get this thing ready to fire up. And yeah, might be a couple video process, but let's get to it. All right, first things first, and I think I can handle this one without calling for help. We're just going to take the air cleaner off. Make sure we don't lose our washer there. Start taking everything off up here. Alright guys, so we got this, the intake and the valley pan cover thing off. I RTV'd the life out of this thing when I put that intake on. We're not going to do that again. It was a pain to get off. But just looking down in there, I don't know if you can see, I just checked over all the lobes that I can see. This thing looks perfect. I have one loose push rod. Sorry for the noise. This one's a little loose, but if you look at the cam, the cam's good. So it must just, that lifter, car's been sitting for a little bit. And you can see the lifter is down right there, so it's not on the lobe. So probably just has to pump up. There's not really any play there. You can feel the mechanical play. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna get the new valley cover back on here if I can find the gaskets, and we're gonna keep on moving here, and we're gonna wrap this video up. Alright guys, so as you saw there, we got the intake back on. I put new gaskets in there, and then we put the, I got a 1-inch spacer on there, so we put the gasket on top and bottom of that. So there's everything kind of together. I'm not going to put the EFI on totally together because I have a few things I need to do yet. I have some vacuum ports for like the vacuum advance. I got to get a new hose here because, of course, it'd be too easy for that to just come off. But so I got to do that. I got to do what else do I have? I just have a couple PCV and stuff like that, and I got to get new hoses. I'm deciding what I want to do with the coolant hose because we are going to be getting rid of the heater core. Part of me kind of wants to run a hose under the intake, down and around, just to have a longer passage, and then we could get that hose out of the way. That being said, I don't know, it's just kind of limited with space under there. So let's just ignore that for now. Let's go ahead and go get the Holley Sniper EFI and let's set it on there and see what it's going to look like. And then I will come back in the next video with all the hoses and stuff done, and we'll work on some other stuff with that. Alright, so for my AMC guys, there's your general idea of what a Holley EFI system is going to look like on an AMC 327. Obviously, some of these wires will be kind of tucked out of the way. I think we can do this pretty clean. I think this might be the coolant sensor wire. This one might be the only one that's going to have to go over to there that you'll actually see. I don't think I'll have enough room to loop it around unless I want to extend that wire, which I might do just to make it look a little cleaner. Or I might wait until we pull this motor again and then do it. So that might be the only one you'll see. You'll see the fuel line. This is going to be actually the return line, so these are going to crisscross and make their way down the firewall. And then the other fuel line will go in this way. Yeah, that's kind of that. Like I said, I'm not going to completely bolt that down because there are some, I don't know if we can see them. We have our vacuum ports in the back there. I just need to do my PCV, the vacuum advance. Vacuum advance, and I think that's really it. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. We're gonna pick up on the fuel system and everything. We gotta do the fuel system and the wiring. The fuel system is really simple. It's just an inline fuel pump. They have a filter. I think they have two filters: a pre-pump filter and a post-pump filter. With this kit, we also have to drill an O2, so that'll be pretty easy. They give you a little kit to do that. We also, going down the line, might lumen some of the nitrous stuff and some of those goodies. So that's kind of that. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, I took so long to just replace those intake gaskets and the valley cover that I got a new TV. Watching some Adam LZ there. So it's a 50-inch 4K. It fits kind of nice in here, and replace that one. So just a little garage update. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to finish this video off. You guys will see another video coming soon. I do have a couple videos that I'll probably be interjecting here in between this whole series, but yeah, plenty of things coming soon. So I urge you guys to stay tuned if this is something that interests you. And again, if you guys have any comments, please comment below. I like having those conversations with you guys. So we will see you guys in the next video.